That, as I mentioned at the start, Seth Olale is at Kariokor, where the remains of Charles Njonjo were cremated. Charles, did you have a chance to interact with the family or at least observe them? What was their demeanor? Just tell us what you witnessed.
Well, thank you so much. Actually, the family arrived here at the Kariokor crematorium at around 9 a.m. And we are told that the family was accompanied by very few people, dignitaries, including Uhuru Kenyatta's, President Uhuru Kenyatta's brother, that is Uhuru Kenyatta, as well as the likes of the current Attorney General, Uhuru Kariokor, also present was Paul Mwite and Yash Palgai. And we are told that it just took about 2 hours from 9 a.m. to 10:30, when the cremation actually started, and that particular procedure actually is now just coming to its very final moment here at the Kariokor crematorium. And also, the son-in-law was able to talk on behalf of the deceased family, talking about Karen Guinea, who actually gave detailed accounts on what happened even before 5 a.m. when the late Charles Njonjo passed on. And according to him, he says that actually the lungs of Charles Njonjo collapsed after he contracted pneumonia, and he opted not to, at that moment, he was at his home in Mozambique, and we are also informed members of the media that the family was very present, and at that particular moment is when he actually passed on. And this is just according to his wish in terms of the him being cremated here at the Kariokor crematorium. He stated that he wished actually to be cremated shortly after passing on, and so the son-in-law just said that he's urging tenants to remember Charles Njonjo by what he believed in, and especially his contribution towards the constitution making in Kenya.
All right, Seth, so you're saying, if I understood you correctly, it was his last will and testament, in his last will and testament, that he be cremated. Did the family explain why the choice?
Well, according to the son-in-law, Karen Guinea, Charles Njonjo, from his legal profession, was very clear in terms of giving out instructions. And these are instructions he gave not only when he was alive, but even upon his death. He had actually written a will, and according to many sources from the family, but this is what he wanted. And not only him being cremated hours or days later, he actually wanted he wanted the process to be done almost immediately after his death. And that is why this was almost a private affair. Very few people actually knew about it, because from where it stands, we still have people coming in who actually had worked with Charles Njonjo, his friends, some of the relatives, maybe distant relatives, who maybe did not know about the sudden news, the sad news at about 5 a.m. or thereafter. So by the look of things, it is what he wanted, really, and the family had no objection to it. And that is why this particular ceremony happened here at the Kariokor crematorium earlier this morning. And this is just the information that we managed to get, none other but from the son-in-law, Karen Guinea, who actually spoke on behalf of the family earlier on.
Seth, any indication of what happens now? What happens to the people who would like to pass on their condolences? Are they receiving visitors? Do they have any plan of holding a mass or a service?
This will be communicated later on, and because it is so sudden, we're talking about from 5 a.m. and then now 5 hours later, such as Njonjo has been cremated. So what we know is that from here, from Kariokor, the family went back to his Mudaiga home, and we're being told that at this particular moment they don't want a lot of visitors, and they just going to have a very meeting on what's the way forward. And according to the son-in-law, they say that they're going to give a direction whether they will have, a memorial service in honor of Charles Njonjo. And those details can only come from the immediate family. And so this is a communication that maybe perhaps it will come on later because, it was a very brief journey.
All
from
right.
his home at Mudaiga, 5 a.m., briefly to leave Middle home, and now to Kariokor crematorium, and now the family has gone back home. So it is information that only the family will give later on.
All right, thank you very much, Seth Olale. I'm sure you'll update us should any more information come to you.